Mr. Speaker, I rise today to remember three generational leaders who have earned the honor of being eulogized in this great chamber and in perpetuity in our congressional record. Sandra Graham, Pearline James, and Mukia Baker Gomez, three incredible Black women whose love for community was manifest in their historic achievements and the legacy they invite all us to aspire to. Mr. Speaker, I rise to mark the passing of Miss Sandra Graham. Sandra Graham's contributions to Cambridge and the Commonwealth far outpace her impressive and well-earned list of titles: first woman of color elected to the Cambridge City Council, the first woman of color to be the vice mayor, six-term state representative, secretary to the National Black Caucus of Local Elected Officials, founder of the Massachusetts Child Care Coalition, co-founder of the Riverside Cambridgeport Community Development Corporation, among others. She truly was a trailblazer on a mission to do good along the way, and she wasn't afraid to make good trouble in the name of justice, both inside and outside of politics. She was a tenacious truth teller, and I count myself amongst those who will miss her righteous reprimands. Her impact is an indelible one which will endure throughout our Commonwealth and in her loving family, which I know was her greatest legacy, as she was a proud mom, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, and great-great-grandmother. May she rest in peace and power. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to pay tribute to an incredible woman of faith, Pearline James. In church, I grew up singing a song, "They will know we are Christians by our love." And indeed, Mrs. James was God's love in action. Pastor Pearline James served God and her community as an associate pastor at Full Life Gospel Center in Dorchester. She did this with love, dedication, and compassion for all God's children. It's no surprise, as one of 21 siblings and the second eldest, that she was a mother and a nurturer to many. She brought life and love to every child and family that passed through she and her beloved husband Evan's child care center in their home, JP's Family Child Care, in the 1970s. She was passionate about education, and at the age of 60, she returned to school, earning a degree, graduating with a 3.8 GPA. While Miss James laid in hospice, the true impact of the love she imparted into the city was on full display, and nurses were quoted saying she had no less than 300 visitors. Her daughter Danella said her mother often would invoke the lyrics of "It Is Well With My Soul," a gospel hymn whose words include, "Whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul." She is survived by the great love of her life, Evan, by her daughter Danella, Rosemary, Debbie, 10 grandchildren, and 15 great-grandchildren. And finally, Mr. Speaker, I rise to pay tribute to a woman, a leader, a mentor, a brilliant strategist, whose shoulders so many historic electoral firsts stand on, including myself, Mukia Baker Gomez. In 2018, I became the first person of color to represent the Commonwealth of Massachusetts in the House of Representatives' 230-year history. That foundation, that possibility, the literal electoral blueprint to winning elections in Boston and building coalitions, began with Mukia Baker Gomez. Her political acumen and shrewd counsel were enviable. Her commitment to community, unwavering and unshakable, especially to Black people. Her every move and her impact outside of politics has been even greater. She played a key role in an inclusive economy, fighting to ensure that contractors of color would be prioritized. She was a history maker, and although she never chased a title, it was important to me to eulogize her because I will not have her contributions erased or unacknowledged. Mukia, thank you for everything. I love you and I miss you. She is survived by the love of her life, Kevin, her loving children, Talisha, Kenyatta, her siblings, and a host of family by blood and by bond. Thank you, Mukia, for your sacrifice, tenacity, and for always speaking truth to power.